Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole War chant is going full throat. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on another team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Seminoles will put total leather to crank us up. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Virginia Tech's offense takes the field to start this game off. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
From the gun, give on the inside. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the air, it's drones. He lets one fly deep. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo. He's gonna pass. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Florida State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. It's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
They'll run play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. The Seminoles decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. He leaves it with his back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They'll try to pop the draw. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to pass. It's Drones. Dances away. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Hokies send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it to the back on the draw. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Seminoles are marching down the field. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Holds and fires complete to the right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, it's Uiagalelei. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. It's caught. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Lane. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Now the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Looking to throw, it's Drones. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start.
False start.
Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Catch in the middle, it's Jennings. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. This offense has a 2nd down play. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Uiagalelei. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their 1st sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
And the Noles will punt this one away.
On to punt it away.
This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. He's looking to throw it. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. At midfield, he's got room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. They'll go to the ground. Got room at the 35. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
It's a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He'll do it himself. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. This crowd knows when to bring it. To throw, it's Drones. Gets it out quickly. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Able to pick up a couple on that last one. It's 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Trying to get to him. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They'll run the screen. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. To the air, it's Drones. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Tootin. Put it right on him, sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Touchdown, Hokies! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. That touchdown gives this team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Shoots it to the left. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking for a man. It's Drones. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Inside 30 seconds to play here in the 2nd quarter. They've got it 1st and 10. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Tootin. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the tight end. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Defense looks like they're coming. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Drones. Pass is incomplete, but I think the defense was offsides, and this will probably be a first down.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to move it through the air. Lofts one high and deep. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? He wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
To the air, it's Uiagalelei. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and more. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Comes out throwing on first down. Can't hang on. It's incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. They'll run it from the gun. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Using the quick game. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Seminoles are on the move. Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. He's loose. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the single back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Wants to throw. It's Uiagalelei. Finds his big tight end. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Now they'll try the right side. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. He's now up to 95 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Discards a man. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. On target to the left. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Hokies in the hurry up. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. And the Hokies with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Going to the run, it's Tootin. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff from the gun. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. That is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. A first down for the offense. Gonna run it. It's Tootin. At the 45 on his way. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him with that last play. Now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He'll pitch it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense set on first down. He's going to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Brown.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. And that pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Hokies! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 5 over Syracuse.
Looking downfield, it's Uiagalelei.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And back to the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it down the seam. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Seminoles are on the move. The run from the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. And tackled there by the defense. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And the extra point gets him a little closer at 31-10. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. On the ground, it's Tootin. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The Hokies will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Feeling some heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. After the incompletion on 2nd down, it's 3rd and inches. He'll throw on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Holmes. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Offense in an empty set. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quickly to the tight end.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Looking left. And the misconnection on 3rd down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Getting some heat. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Pocket starts to collapse. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Looking for a man, it's Uiagalelei. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll keep it himself. At the 35, he's got room. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun to give to the back. Runs through the tackle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose the yard on that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Using his legs, it's Tootin. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Virginia Tech, 34, Florida State, 10.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
Back to pass, it's Uiagalelei. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, it goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll pull it down. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They're trying to get to it. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.